The official notice came on a Thursday morning. She was being removed from the lease due to non-payment. Non-payment from me. She texted me 3 times. I didn't respond. Then she showed up at my building, eyes wide, mascara streaking down her face like smeared guilt. She held the notice in her hands as if it were a death certificate. "You didn't renew it?" she asked. "It wasn't my responsibility anymore," I said. Her mouth fell open, but I wasn't finished. I handed her a printed stack of phone logs, the ones with her perfect nights marked in red. I didn't accuse her. I didn't ask for explanations. I simply watched her face drain of whatever confidence she had left. "I was going to tell you," she whispered. "You already did," I replied, "just not with words." Her knees weakened. The truth can do that. She called me heartless when she realized the car was next. "It's all I have," she said. "No," I corrected, "it's all I had. You just used it." She begged then, cried, promised things she never delivered even when we were together. But I stayed still, quiet, detached, the way she had taught me to be. "This isn't fair," she whispered. "Fairness," I said, "was never part of your self-discovery." I didn't have to raise my voice. The calm was enough. The truth was the knife. I just placed it in her hands. She finally walked away, into her own consequences. The calls started that same night. Then the messages. Then the late-night voicemails where her voice cracked in ways it never did when she walked out on me. I listened to the first one, just to hear how regret sounds when it finally learns its lesson. She said she was scared, cold, alone, all the things she left me feeling months ago. But I don't feel anything now. Not anger, not love, not even satisfaction. Just distance. A clean, cold emptiness where she used to be. And as her latest voicemail ends, the sound of her crying in the front seat of my car, I realize something simple, quiet, and final. Some people don't come back because you let them go. Others don't come back because you finally learned how to close the door. Her call came at 2:17 a.m. A soft vibration on the nightstand, the same pattern she used whenever she claimed she was having a nightmare. But this time, I didn't reach for the phone. I just watched it glow, her name pulsing through the darkness like a dying heartbeat. She let it ring until it cut into silence, then again, and again. By the 6th attempt, I finally picked up. I didn't say anything. I wanted to hear what desperation sounded like from the same woman who once told me I was too clingy for asking if she got home safe. I heard her breathing first, shaky, uneven, claustrophobic. Then the faint hum of a car engine, like she was trapped in a place she didn't want me to know about. "Can we talk?" she whispered. Not please, not I'm sorry, just talk. As if the 2 years I spent carrying her through her self-discovery phase were a minor inconvenience. I stared at the ceiling, letting silence fill her ears until she began to realize she didn't control the timing anymore. "What happened to your apartment?" I asked, finally. A beat of silence. Then another. Then her voice broke. "They locked me out. Of my apartment. The one she decorated with plants she never watered, and the mirrors she used for her healing affirmations." I waited for the truth to crawl out of her mouth like something rotten. "And the car?" I asked. My car. Her daily freedom. Her escape. She made a noise between a sob and a swallowed confession. "I'm still in it." That's when I sat up, feeling the first cold ripple of clarity move through me. She left me for being too clingy, and now she was clinging to the last thing she ever had left of me. I should have seen it earlier, the emotional distance disguised as spiritual growth, the late-night meditation walks, the sudden need for privacy in a home entirely paid for by me. She said she was finding herself. I didn't realize she was losing me in the process. The first real fracture came weeks before the breakup. She returned home late, smelling like a perfume she didn't wear, and a laughter that didn't belong to me. She brushed past me, kissed the air near my cheek, and claimed she had been journaling in a cafe. Her phone buzzed when she walked into the bathroom. A message popped up on the lock screen. Tonight was perfect. Nothing else. No name, no details. Just a sentence that stripped the air out of the room. When I asked her, later, why she'd been gone so long, she smiled as if my concern was a symptom of some disease she'd outgrown. "You worry too much," she said. "It's not healthy." That was the moment something inside me went silent. Not broken, silent. Like a room after a fire. Still warm, but stripped clean. I didn't confront her then. I didn't accuse her or raise my voice. I simply began paying attention. Little things. The way she hid her phone face down. The way she showered immediately after coming home. The sudden surge of unexplained confidence, like someone else was feeding her the validation she claimed she never needed. The breakup itself was almost comical. "I think you're too clingy. I need more freedom, more space." She said it while wearing the necklace I bought her, in the apartment I furnished, with the keys to my car in her pocket. Freedom always comes easily when someone else pays for it. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I didn't fight for her. I simply nodded. Silence works better than any performance. She moved her things out slowly, pretending to be empowered. She even posted a photo of her new chapter on social media, cropped carefully so no one would notice it was taken in my living room. That's when I began collecting facts. Her phone records, her location history, the credit card statements she assumed I never checked. Patterns emerged. Nighttime charges at unfamiliar bars, Lyft rides to the same address, repeated calls to